consider talking to multiple girls a polygamy relationship. At the end of the day, the other girl don't know about the other girl.
So what you're trying to tell me that it's cool with talking to multiple while you're in one.
If you ain't married, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But if you married, you got to remember you said vows. That's not some $6,000 to $10,000 you just put up for a wedding to go cheat.
Okay, so what I'm trying to understand is, so if you're dating somebody and you have like multiple girls, that's not considered cheating.
You're single. You're trying to figure out who's the one for you. That's not considered cheating. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you need to explain to that person that you're dating, so you're talking to all the girls at the same time, and you're trying to figure out who's for you. But if you don't say that, that's considered cheating because you haven't told that girl that you're experiencing the dating world by talking to multiple girls. You gotta remember, the internet is killing relationships. I'm sorry, I don't mean to hurt nobody or offend nobody. If you want to talk to a girl, check her followers. If she's under 1,000, talk to her.
Question. Let's assume, right, you're dating a girl. She makes probably $5 million a year, right?
I don't want that. I don't want that. Nope.
Why don't you want that?
She's not soft enough for me. That's too much money.
Why is she not soft enough for you?
Because she's gonna use. I feel as though, me personally, she will use that to leave. Like,
what? Why is she gonna? Okay,
she's gonna want to be the backbone, and I'm gonna have to be the soft guy in the house. No.
What makes you think so though?
She's making $5 million.
Don't you think a woman can like submit like, hey, yes?
She's not gonna be soft in that era making all that money. She's gonna be hardcore, boss status. She's not gonna want to stoop down and be soft and be in the kitchen cleaning and cooking and making sure her man's good. She's gonna be outside.
So what if she does all that
with the $5 million?
Yeah,
that's not possible.
Hello, welcome to another episode of the Benrolins Blueprint podcast. I'm your host, Benrolins Awandem. Today's going to be a great episode. I have a surprise guest in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy is a little Rick Ross. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me. Welcome my man, Johnny J. How you doing, brother?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Man, I'm good, bro. You just look like Rick Ross, man. Damn. Are you guys brothers, bro?
I don't think so, man. Maybe I gotta ask him.
Bro, like, take your glasses off again. Like, do I see that, bro? This guy looks like Rick Ross. Am I tripping or something, bro? He's Rick Ross' son, bro. Anyways, man, how you doing today, bro?
I'm doing blessed. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing blessed and highly favored. I'm glad you came to the show today.
Thanks, man.
Really appreciate you. Did you see your boy on IG Live?
Oh man, that dude is crazy, man.
Why is he crazy?
Shout out to Unc, man, putting in that work for 1 minute and 16 seconds, man.
No, but he said he was 25 minutes deep before that, though.
The live told 1 minute and 16. We know what we heard, but what the live produced was 1 minute and 16 seconds, man.
Yeah, but man, that guy was more than drowned. Like, that's my Michelle. That's my Michelle. I was like, bro, what's going on over there?
Y'all girls better be careful, man. That might be all he got.
No, man. He's really strong though, because some of the weight I was getting, pop, pop. I was like.
Yeah, he was tripping for that.
No, man. But I mean, he said it was a mistake, and I believe that, honestly. And I hope that does not repeat itself again. But at least it made me happy, though. I was laughing. Like, you go to Twitter, people writing some crazy
man, them
stuff.
Comments is crazy. As soon as I look at it, I click at the comments.
Yeah, people are so talented, bro. Like, I was just laughing. At least it made my day. It was good, bro. Shout out to Ung, by the way. That was
big Ung putting in that work.
1 minute 16 seconds,
it's
man.
The 1:16, man.
My guy understands financial orgasm, man. He don't want to stress out. You can't kill yourself, bro. Yeah. You just do pop, you're out of there. Anyways, man, coming back to you, bro. Let's leave Unc on the side. So, how was life like growing up, man, in PG County?
Like, men in general in PG County?
Yes, growing up in PG County, how was life like?
Life, oh Lord, man. It depends on who you're around. I'm gonna be honest with you because like the people you grew up with can make you or break you, and you can
Yeah.
either separate from them.
Mm.
So the people that's on the same mind frame that you own, you can spread or grow. Like some people ain't meant to go up there with you, so you have to leave some of them behind, and it's okay to accept that. So if you don't accept that, then you're gonna have people around you that's gonna stick you when you make it.
So when you were growing up, did you have any influence with the hood?
Oh yeah. I grew up in Landover, 4768th place, right there. You know, Capitol Plaza Mall. I had a corner house. You know, they used to dump trash in front of that junk. Like, yeah, I had to get cool. You know what I'm saying? Being Nigerian in Landover, it has its ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what do you mean by that though?
my parents strict. They knew where I was at. You know what I'm saying? You had to have permission. You had to get granted access to exit the house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when you come back, you gotta be them street lights. You better go.
I know, like almost every African parent, bro.
Yeah,
they're like 5 o'clock.
Man, I think mine was like 4:30.
Did you ever get an ass whooping, bro?
Man, I've been disciplined from my childhood all the way till I was probably like 15.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how would you say that was? Did that really help you to become a better person?
Yeah, it made me the man I am today because nowadays, like, it's a lawsuit to beat a kid. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if you verbally communicate why that kid is being beaten, it's a better understanding growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people just whoop and don't say nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Timeouts, that was rare growing up with me. You know what I'm saying? It was a straight whoop out. You know what I mean? So, you either get whooped and you go to sleep and you wake up and learn your lesson. You know what I'm saying?
So, but when your dad whoops you, he tells you like, bro, you did this wrong.
This is what you did. This is why I'm beating you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love you. You know what I'm saying? But this is why I'm doing this.
Did your dad really tell you he loves you? Because I know
he showed it.
Yeah,
he definitely showed
it. The
reason
reason I'm asking that is because I know, like, African parents, they don't really, like, some of them, they don't really, especially the male. Yeah, they don't really tell you they love you.
They don't tell you. They tell you after. It might take like 2-3 days, but they're gonna tell you.
Yeah, but they show you the whooping, bro.
Yeah,
they beat you up, man. But I love that though. You know,
yeah, man. Being disciplined, like, that's what respects other people. Like, some people don't come from disciplined homes, so they don't know how to be disciplined. So when they grow up undisciplined, they all over the place. When you discipline, you have a route, you have tunnel vision of where you want to go in life. So that's why I tell people, like, it's not wrong with beating your kids, but at least explain to them the problems that they're doing so they can create a better way.
So are you going to whoop your kids if they do something wrong?
I'm going to verbally communicate first. Second, you know, if they don't listen, you know, a little tap, tap. Third, you already know. I'm not about to keep talking.
But do you want to go to jail though? You know, they can call the cops.
Well, you know, it's ways around that. You know, that's why I tell people stop putting everything on camera. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, try to communicate first. You know, I'm not gonna beat my kid instantly. You know, I'm gonna talk it out. Yeah. And if you don't listen, we're gonna walk it out. That's just how it's gonna be.
Yeah. You gotta take the stubborn, the disobedience out of the kid.
Yeah. And that helps them to learn. So the people around them and the kids around them can learn as well. Like, dang, I just seen him get whooped by his dad. I ain't trying to go through that. So they gonna go home, tell their parents, and their parents gonna be like, look, that's what he got. And you better be careful. You might get the same.
But do you think the African way is the best way?
To me, yes. Yeah. That's how I was raised. You know what I'm saying? But in this generation, no. Because it ain't working.
When you say it ain't working, what do you really mean though?
These kids are different. They're not raised by soil of dirt and outside playing. They're raised by inside communication with a TV and a phone.
So what are the best ways to effectively communicate with a kid without necessarily whooping their ass?
Keep the tone low, not too high, and lower your body down to their level. I feel like that works. It works for me with my god kids. It works for me with kids, other people's kids. Like, just talk to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they are kids. They don't know what they're doing. But if you, like, play with them and, like, catch how they are, you should be able to talk to them.
So I guess I mean, the better way is to really train and mold a kid. But you know, there's no book or there's no like guideline on how to become an effective parent.
That's very true.
Yeah, you just do your best and just hope that
there's no such thing as a perfect parent.
Yes. No matter what you do, bro, you're gonna make mistakes.
You can read the book if there was a book. It
Yeah.
still don't make you a perfect
Yeah, you're
parent.
gonna make a mistake. And there's something, like a lot of people when they were kids, right? They did not like the way the parents were treating them. And they were like,
Yeah.
no. And then when they grow now, they got kids, they don't really care about that. They
Yeah.
do the same thing.
Some childhood trauma ain't childhood trauma. That's all I'm saying.
Why do you say so though?
Because you really just got whipped to learn the lesson.
That's true. And the thing is, if you don't learn that lesson, you're gonna keep regretting it for the rest of your life.
You're gonna keep doing the same thing.
Yeah. And when you do the same thing, you just like
it's gonna be a repetitive action of undisciplinary system.
Yeah, but man, I really love the African way, bro.
Yeah,
Even
me
though
too.
we get whooped
Shout
a
out
lot.
to the jollof rice because we need more.
What makes the best jollof rice, by the way?
That's gonna start problems.
I gotta ask you that. Is it Ghana, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Cameroon?
So with the top 4, we got Ghana, Cameroon, Sierra Leone, and Nigeria.
Really? You put Nigeria the fourth?
No. So I'm not doing it as 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just saying there's 4 of us.
I want you to rank it.
To rank it?
Yeah, rank it.
I'm going with Nigeria, bro. I gotta represent where I'm from, bro. Like,
no.
I know deep down inside I can't win that in the multiple African atmosphere.
Yeah, no. But honestly, I think like, a lot of people always try to put the fight between Nigeria and Cameroon, Nigeria and Ghana.
Yeah.
And they don't include Cameroon. They don't include Sierra Leone.
I don't really hear too much about it, but they're there, you know what I'm saying?
I'm like, bro, like when you even test the jollof rice, like, what are you guys even cooking?
That's what I'm saying. And you see how that masculinity right there can travel to the other part of the other people that are making the rice.
Yes, I was like, no, Ghanaian jollof rice, Nigerian, it's Cameroon first, and then any other country. But honestly, it just depends on your taste and preference. That's
very true, because people's taste buds can be burnt out.
Yeah.
Some people drink a lot of Coke that has acid in it that burns their taste bud up. Some people have different tastes.
Yeah, so it just depends on your preference. Like whatever it works for you, just get it. But Cameroon got the best jollof rice, by the way.
You can have that for today.
But obviously, I'm gonna get that. But Nigerian jollof rice is good though. But my Ghanaian friends, I don't know. No, Ghanaian jollof rice is the best. I don't want problems.
Yeah, you about to get problems.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, "What were you saying like that?" Yeah, man. Yeah. So, what did America teach you? Like growing up with African parents, they always want you to be like follow the right path. They don't want you to do the wrong things. How, like when you're growing up in that scenario and you're seeing what's going on around you, how did you feel? Did you think that, oh man, I have to follow my parents' instructions, or I got to try this thing out? I see these guys, like, they got some really good shoes, they got some cars, man. How do you get this money? Some might even tell you they're selling drugs on the side. Like, as a kid, you're really curious. Like, bro, what am I going to do? Do you want to do that, or do you want to follow the right path? So how was it like growing up in that scenario?
I was kind of in between because I was Curious George. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was some things my parents told me what was already going on out here, as a kid. But I grew up and wanted to physically see it for myself. So being the kid with the Payless shoes and watching the guy with the Jordans, I wanted to get those Jordans. So at the same time, both my parents were hardworking, and they would receive a gift and get a gift or give a gift. So my gift, I wanted Jordans. They was like, nah, that's the American way. You can't get that. I said, but everybody else has it. We don't want you to have what everybody else has. So I had to deal with Payless, Converse, K-Swiss, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, I'm just going to get a job and buy it myself. Bought it myself.
Wow. So did your parents' mindset make you feel like, oh, no, they don't want me to be like them, or they're trying to make me be a man of my own this in nature?
It was pretty much preventive maintenance, because I didn't even know people were getting robbed for Jordans at the time. It wasn't the fact that they didn't want to get it for me. People were actually dying for Jordans. You know what I'm saying? They were getting killed for Jordans. So It wasn't like, no, we can't get that for you. It was like, we don't want you to have that because we don't want our child in danger.
Yeah, because you're gonna be you want, because when they get you the Jordan, you probably want to have the next Jordan and the next Jordan. It's gonna become like a habit now.
But see, when I was younger, it wasn't always the next Jordan, the next Jordan. What Jordan brought out was what he brought out. The retros came out after I got older. Yeah, it was what you had was what you had.
So when was that, by the way?
You might have to have me tell my age.
No, we don't want you to say the age. We just want to say like what
like
year?
the 90s to 2000s. We just gonna put it there.
Yeah. The 1995s. Yeah, 1995 going on. Let's see.
In that era, yeah.
Yes, in that era. Within that range, by the way. Yeah, so I really love how African parents always bring up their kids. And that no matter what you do, you're not going to be perfect.
Yeah, nobody's perfect.
Yeah, there are always going to be some things that you have to improve on.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that now some of them are trying to improve and see how they can come into common ground with your kid to really understand them. Because if you're trying to do the traditional way, it does not work. And if it does not work,
it depends.
I mean, it really don't work 100% now.
Yeah,
you really have to.
Yeah, now it doesn't work.
You have to have like a mix.
Yeah.
And see how you can really communicate. Let that kid, I mean, it's not like you're going to be friendly with your kid, but it got to be some level of respect.
Yeah.
And
if your kid don't respect you, that kid gone.
It's a wrap. Yeah, it's a wrap.
The only way that's going to get that is therapy. So.
Yeah, it's a wrap. Because now they're just going to say, what's she going to say today? What's she going to say today? Or what is he going to say today? And they don't really like value what you bring.
Yeah.
But you have to make them understand that, hey, I'm the authority here. But at the same time, what can we agree on? What some of the things we can work out to really understand?
The problem with that is trying to be friends with your kids. You cannot be friends. You are the parent.
Yes, you have to be the authority. Because the moment they realize that they can do anything and get away with it, that's a wrap too.
Yeah. You're gonna let the kid know you there for them. You love them to death, but you can't be friends with your kids. They gotta respect you.
Yeah, they have to respect you.
Once they know they can get away with 2-3 things, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap, bro. It's a wrap. And that's what makes it really complex and complicated.
Yeah.
You really have to really figure it out.
Like, I don't have kids. I got god kids and nieces and nephews. So I learned from my friends and my family that are parents. You know what I'm saying? And they taught me a lot as well.
Yeah. And how about relationship though?
Oh man. Social media has killed the dating pool. And I say that because of men and women separating themselves all over the internet. We all have to be together.
So nobody's coming and say, "Oh, little Rose, man, what's up, my man? I feel you from that."
Man, that's not enough. I'm sorry. You gotta come harder than that, man. I'm a stubbornly independent man, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I know what I bring to the table, and I'm not about to keep communicating it. I'd rather show it. And I'm a very showing person.
So you've never like been in a relationship before?
No, I've been in a relationship before, yeah. Who hasn't?
And how did it work out? Because I'm trying to get to where you really got your perception about relationship from.
My perception of relationships came in tryouts. When I say tryouts, I mean like learning a woman, learning boys and girls, learning like as a boy and you meet a girl young, it's either do you like me, yes or no. When you grow up is do you like me, yes or no, how much money you got. And that's the time frame of change. So me, I'm the person that I can communicate. You know what I'm saying? I know how to communicate, I know how to be consistent, but I could turn it off. I'm on what you're on. You know what I'm saying? You come meet me the same way, I meet you the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, I'm still a man. I'm going to provide. I'm going to protect. I'm going to do all those things, but you have to show me something. Not talk. Don't talk. Like, I ain't trying to talk. You got to show.
So do you think most ladies are mostly out for your wallet or something?
Nah, not most of them, but if you ain't got it, they ain't trying to hear it.
Why?
You know, I don't know. They want to make sure they ain't going through no struggle either. They probably been through something or been in a bad relationship and it cost them a lot financially. So the next person, they got to make sure he's financially stable to proceed so they won't have to take the back fall.
And then why can't they like build together with the person that has a problem today? They're like
communication, stubbornness, the internet. And I'm going to keep saying that because a lot of people get advice for relationships from the internet, and you got to remember they're doing this for the internet. So some of the stuff may not be true.
Yeah, they just want to click.
Yeah, but some of the stuff might click to your relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So it might not be true, but it might fit what you got going on right now. But at the end of the day, you can change all that, because at the end of the day, where there's words, you can change it. If you can talk, you can change it. But if you don't say nothing, I'm not gonna know. And they be like, "You supposed to know." If I'm supposed to know, then why are we in this? You know what I'm saying? Closed mouths don't get fed. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we men, we know what we got to do for our women. But at the end of the day, if you're gonna keep something from me, I have to know.
But when you say we know what we have to do for women,
we know how to treat women. If you a real man, you know how to treat a woman. That's just straight fact. You don't need no internet. You don't need no guidance. You've been in enough relationships to know how to take care of a woman. You know what you need to bring to the table.
And then what if a guy don't know how to?
He's not a guy. He's a boy. He hasn't received the right friends to show him the way.
And then what are some of the ways to those boys watching?
Married friends, have friends that's been in a relationship longer than 6 years and 6 months, and that'll teach you something. Like, just take notes. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Like, communication is going to get you to the point where you can figure that person out. If you're not willing to talk to a girl about getting to know them, period, and you just want to skip all that, you ain't gonna have a girl. You ain't gonna have no wife.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to remember, when you grow, it goes from boy and girl, boyfriend and girlfriend, husband and wife. When you husband and wife, you in that household. Y'all together. How you gonna be in a household with somebody you don't know? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a big problem. Because when something comes out now and you start seeing some different characters, you're like,
yeah,
damn, I didn't know you capable of that, bro. Like, how do we get into this?
Everything starts from childhood trauma. How you were raised will determine the relationship you're gonna have in life. Like, at the end of the day, we as men, like, we don't turn into men automatically. We go through things and we learn to become men. You know what I'm saying? Adulting is very hard for some people out here still, because they still have a spoon fed in their mouth.
So when you say trauma, what you're trying to imply is that if someone go through some really tough
times in their life, they're afraid to progress. They think that trauma is going to be on that person, so they're afraid to go forward. They think that person might have narcissist activities or bring back old family ways, so they won't proceed. They will take a step back.
But don't you think some people like try to challenge themselves and try to find out, like,
that's if that person is tough. If that person ain't tough, they ain't challenging nothing. They gonna sit right there and get that spoon fed.
Wow. But nowadays, ladies are like, why would I try to commit into any serious relationship when guys are cheating? And the guys are like, why should I commit in any serious relationship?
And I ain't like that, because I don't even go that far, because you won't hear that out of me. Look, I'll be like, yeah, I feel you, mom, but at the end of the day, this is me, this is who I am. You're willing to proceed, we can go down this route. Like, I don't know what the next man did. I'm not the next man. I'm telling you who I am and what I've been through and who I've been dealing with. You know what I'm saying? One thing about me, I'm gonna be blunt. If I lie, you know what I'm saying, that's something I don't do much. It probably would be like a baby joke, something, you know, like a little haha, I was just playing type stuff, you know.
But would cheats more? Is it the ladies or the guys, in your own opinion?
To be honest with you, that's never going to be accurate. That's you will never know the truth of that, because women are sneakier than men, women are smarter than men, and it depends on a certain level of education.
And sometimes you can't even find out, though.
No, I'm telling you like this: women are real good at what they do. Shout out to the real women out here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been doing this for a long time, and the internet is exposing y'all little by little. But at the end of the day, the woman is probably in the middle. The men are at an all-time
It's easy
high.
to fuck. Yes, easy to figure out.
With us, man, especially if you got money, come on now.
It's easy to figure out.
If a man got money, trust me, he can raise 2 families at one time.
But do you agree with the opinion that men are polygamous in nature? Because if you listen, a lot of people say the men are polygamous in nature. They want to have like more than one girl. They want to have like more than one wife. But
I don't believe in that. I just feel like the internet portrayed it, so people got to show it. It was probably hidden for a while and nobody ever knew until the internet said something about it. People probably been talking to multiple girls. You know what I'm saying? They consider talking to multiple girls a polygamy relationship. But at the end of the day, the other girl don't know about the other girl.
So what you're trying to tell me that it's cool with talking to multiple while you're in one?
If you ain't married, it's okay. But if you married, you got to remember, you said vows.
So
That's not some $6,000 to $10,000 you just put up for a wedding to go cheat.
okay, so what I'm trying to understand is, so if you're dating if you're dating somebody and you have like multiple girls, that's not considered cheating.
You're single. You're trying to figure out who's the one for you. That's not considered cheating. You
Ooh.
know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you need to explain to that person that you're dating, so you're talking to all the girls at the same time, and you're trying to figure out who's for you. But if you don't say that, that's considered cheating because
Mm-hmm.
you haven't told that girl that you're experiencing the dating world by talking to multiple girls.
Mm-hmm.
That girl thinks she's the only one because you never said nothing that you were talking to others.
Mm.
So if you don't say nothing, yes.
So so what do you do that though? Do you?
Yes, that's how I am. If I'm dating, look, I'm gonna tell you like this. Look, I'm dating, I'm talking to other girls. If we ain't locked in, we ain't locked in. Like I might not physically or verbally say it, but I'm gonna show you. Like
Mm.
I'm gonna like, this is what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really date like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like one thing about me, I don't like learning new people all over again. So whoever's around is who's around. I don't mind communicating with new people, but when it comes to dating, I'm stubborn.
But
Like
why can't you just stick with one person?
it's hard to stick to one person when that one person is going through stuff. Like if they keep bringing up the past, bringing up their ex, who wants to stick around that? I'm here for you to learn me. You're here for me to learn you. Why are you talking about somebody else?
Why don't you tell them that you don't like hearing about that?
Oh yeah, I tell them. I'm very blunt, but the thing about it is, you got to remember, respect a girl's feelings.
Mm-hmm.
So certain things you say, you might have to give it time. You might not be able to tell them right then and there.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're not willing to accept that and be like, I didn't want to break your heart or hurt your feelings, that's why I waited,
Mm-hmm.
and they're not mature yet.
Mm-hmm.
Because you gotta remember, some men, they lean forward, you know what I'm saying, but with caution.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to just jump on that girl and be like, look, I ain't feeling this, you know what I'm saying? Like girls really emotional out here. They can start crying. Girls is crazy. They might try to kill you or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
gotta be nice.
Wow, man. Whew. Man, just hearing what you said right now, that you can be dating one person and talking to multiple girls.
Yeah.
Some girls will be like, and then guys can do the same thing.
Man,
ladies can do the same thing.
The ladies are powerful. I'm gonna tell everybody that right now. Women are powerful, man. At the end of the day, when you're a man and you know you got what you got, you can do the powerful things as well. That's why some women are talking to multiple men. And someone be like, look, that man powerful. I gotta cut the other dudes off.
But will you like your lady to be talking to multiple guys?
As a man that's feeling a girl and really want to proceed with her, no. If I'm not serious with her and we just on a friend level, I don't care.
So okay, now we're getting somewhere. Let's just assume you're serious with her and you want to proceed to the next level. Will you still be talking to the other girls? And
if the feelings are not mutual, I'm not proceeding with nothing.
No, I'm saying let's assume that the feelings are mutual, right? And you want to take it to the next level. Will you still be talking to the other ladies? Or
I will communicate with the other ladies that this lady is doing what she has to do. She's putting in that work. Like it might be a chance I might stop talking to you, and it's either yes or no, or be like, oh, okay, I understand. This is the thing. People don't communicate these things. Like you need to let the girl know. The girl need to let the man know that there's multiple people. The more you let people know there's multiple people that's being dated to talk to, your numbers become very low. So now you get to pick who's the strongest of the 5 men or the 5 girls. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so why don't you have like a criteria that
that criteria can change with a girl. That criteria can change with a man.
And then you take time to study one person, because when you dealing with multiple, you can't really figure this person out.
When you're talking to multiple people, you gotta remember, it's not a broke man sport. You gotta be willing to know that this is what you're doing. Like you gotta be consistent. How can you be consistent to 5 girls? If it's possible for them, it ain't possible for me. I can't do it.
Yeah, because it's really difficult if you really want to know the person to be communicating to like 5 different girls at the same time. Man, like you can't really figure it out.
That's player stuff, man. Let me tell you something. Pimps get paid by girls. So if you as a player, you have to be getting paid. If the girls ain't paying you paying them. So
oh man. But guys, please focus on one.
No. This is serious. Really. Yeah. If you focus on one and that ain't the one for you, don't give up.
Yes.
Never settle. Nobody's saying to settle here.
Yeah.
But you gotta remember, the internet is killing relationships. I'm sorry. I don't mean to hurt nobody or offend nobody. If you want to talk to a girl, check her followers. If she's under 1,000, talk to her. That's all I'm gonna say.
And then another thing about this in what do you think about like Africa where you can get married to like as many as you
in
want?
Africa is different. All right. So your parents, your ancestors, your grandmas, grandpas, they already have you lined up with the girl of your dreams. So your option to choose is slim to none. So you either get paired with a girl that you got to marry and deal with and have kids through tradition, or you can actually grow up with the girl in the village or the whatever tribe y'all from and like that girl and grow. You get two options, but you don't get three.
But the thing, what I'm saying is like, how about getting married to multiple wives?
Well, it's not legal in the U.S. So
that's what I'm talking about. Like, what do you think about
outside
Africa?
the U.S., it's definitely legal. Like that, and that's one of the biggest problems too. You know, shout out to my uncles. You know, you already know how we coming. You know, the legalization of talking to multiple women and actually being able to marry them in another continent is insane.
Why is it insane?
Because the people that travel to other continents outside of that brings that mentality and it messes up the world. And that's why we're here.
So you think like marrying multiple wives messes up the world?
Yeah, because they come here and they want multiple wives here too.
Yeah. I mean, some of them do it though.
Oh, they're going to do it until they can't do it anymore.
I mean, some of them do it, but they get married back probably in Africa and then bring the wives here.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But before they bring the wives here, they got a wife here too. You got to remember that too. They coming strong.
Yeah, man. But I mean, like all cultures are different.
Yeah.
So you can't say, oh, this one is right and that one is wrong. But at the end of the day,
the judging society that we live in, we're going to be judged by that because they're like, why is it legal for y'all to have marriage to multiple wives?
That's tradition, man.
They don't care about that here.
Man, it is tradition.
It's a one man, woman show. There's nothing wrong with it because they are not.
And the thing is, like, they're united though. Like, if you really look at those families where they get married to like multiple, like a guy get married to like multiple wives, you see the women come. I mean, they might have some of the differences, but you see they really bond together. They really do, honestly. And they got like a lot of kids.
Yeah.
A lot of kids.
The kids don't really mean nothing. The man gonna provide and take care of whatever. It doesn't matter how many kids you got or who your baby daddy is. If a man is a man, he's gonna take care of it.
And that's the good thing about Africa. If you want to get married to multiple, you have to be ready financially to take care of all those ladies.
Yeah, there's a tradition with that.
Yeah,
like,
you cannot just say you want to go get married to multiple wives when you don't have the financial
There's actually steps.
Yes, you have to be ready. So when you see someone going for that, and some of the ladies are cool with it. They're like, oh, it's like.
But that's where I say that's part of communication. They don't do that out here.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I don't know. But they don't.
But the thing is, like, most ladies here, they're not. I don't think some of them are going to be willing to be number two.
Yeah.
They want to be number one.
But the only way to be number one is you have to be a soft woman. We don't want no hardcore woman. We don't want no woman with 3 jobs.
You got to be feminine.
No woman out here working like that. We are the men. We going to take care of it. All right. If you want to work, you can work, but you're not about to work like me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, she don't want to depend on the guy because the guy sometimes.
The man is supposed to provide and protect. That's the role. That's the job. If people don't understand it, they need to move on.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, we Africans, when we come in, that's how we mold.
Like, I grew up and my father had endless jobs. Okay. This man came home at 2 a.m, left out at 4. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I was raised. Like, it doesn't matter, like, what happens with the lady. That's your lady, that's your queen. You gonna do what you gotta do for her.
You gotta take care of her.
And she's gonna reciprocate that in other ways. It doesn't have to be working. It doesn't have to be, oh, I'm gonna go out here and get a job. It's other ways, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, take care of the house, take care of the kids. I'm gonna be right here. But a lot of women feel like they were sheltered. So they had to get out of that. And that's why this generation has changed. Like, oh, we don't want to be in the house all day. We want to go out too. You can go out. Nobody said you couldn't.
But do you think that's the best way though?
It depends on who it is. I ain't gonna lie. It might be the best way for somebody and not for somebody else.
Yeah, because the thing is that most ladies are now, like, the guys just want us to depend on them. Yeah, and
that's because of what they see on the internet. At the end of the day, if the internet wasn't on, they will have to make their own decision.
For real.
You're going to be alone out here. Like, for real. The internet is helping y'all. They're giving y'all tips to start your own life, and you're really going to be alone out here. You better think about what you want to do with your own life.
Yeah, and that's why it's always important to always, like, have some values and standard.
Yeah,
it's not everything that you just run with it.
We as men, we go through stuff every day. Just somebody telling us, "Hey, how you doing?" Like that make our day better. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Like, have you ate? Like, what's going on? How's the life? Like that little stuff. Even though you might not care,
Mm-hmm.
it does something to us. Like
Yeah.
it's like you care a little bit.
Yeah,
Like,
especially when you go, you work, and you're tired, you come back
yeah.
home. And home should be a place of like peace.
Your home is your temple. And I tell people
Yes.
that every day. If you're not comfortable in your temple,
Yeah, man.
get a new temple.
Yeah. When you come back home, instead for your wife or you to welcome you, she's like,
Yeah.
hey, I tried calling you, no, because what's going on with you?
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh man, I just came from my job.
You had the worst day
My
ever,
boss was
baby.
good.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm gonna
it
take
was
up
bad.
my boss and I'm come back again, the same problems.
Yep.
That's what ladies got to figure this thing out, man. Like to really make a
Some
man
figure
happy.
it out, some don't. But the thing about it is the internet. Like, I say this so much because they're trying to split men and women up, and I don't like that. We men, we need women. Women, you need us men.
But the
Don't
thing-
say you don't. It's a lie.
But the thing is, men got to step up though.
It's
Because-
hard because when men try to step up, they get put 6 feet back down. So like you want to show them that you're there for them, but they've been through some, you know what I'm saying? So you got to show them other. So how can you verbally communicate that you're not here to mess up?
But
But you have to physically show too.
What I can say is it's really tough to be a man these days, honestly. Let's just assume.
It depends, man.
So
There's some woman you could be a man to with no problem.
Yeah, so I want to ask you a question. Let's assume, right, you're dating a girl. She makes probably $5 million a year, right?
I don't want that. I don't want that. Nope.
Why don't you want that?
She not soft enough for me. That's too much money.
Why is she not soft enough for you?
Because she's gonna use. I feel as though me personally, she will use that to leave. Like
what? Why is she gonna? Okay,
she's gonna want to be the backbone, and I'm gonna have to be the soft guy in the house. No.
What makes you think so though?
She's making $5 million.
Don't you think a woman can like submit like, hey, yes?
She's not gonna be soft in that era making all that money. She's gonna be hardcore, boss status. She's not gonna want to stoop down and be soft and be in the kitchen cleaning and cooking and making sure her man's good. She's gonna be outside.
So what if she does all that
with the $5 million?
Yeah,
that's not possible. It's not possible.
Man, that's what I think.
No offense to anybody, but that's not possible. If it is, they celebrities.
No, that's what I'm saying, man. It's possible.
It's possible here?
It is possible, yeah.
Well, it ain't me. Straight like that.
Yeah, it is possible. There are good ladies out there who make money, you know.
There's nothing wrong with a woman making money and having entrepreneurship. It's just a fact of like controlling, you know what I'm saying?
So you think the woman's gonna control you?
Certain women that ain't never had nothing growing up, that became something growing up, have some type of boss in them, some type of control in them.
So let's assume the lady gives you an opportunity and you like her, and you guys, she said, "Oh, can we?" And you say, "Oh, can you date a lady who making $5 million or no?"
She better not tell me that first. I might have to find out later on down the road or something, because I'm gonna be thinking like, me as a man, like that's supposed to be providing and protecting.
So
I'm gonna be like, dang.
how do you provide now?
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking about it. Like, I gotta think about it. Like, yo, like, what am I doing? Like,
that's what I wanted.
Here I am going to work, and she's just like, "Oh yeah, I make this." I'm like, "Yeah, okay." I can't say it ain't about the money. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the money, but it's just like, it could anything I could do at this point.
It's limited.
Wrong, you know what I'm saying? I could do something wrong. I'm gone.
So you're gonna be on your toes, just thinking that probably she might leave.
I have no room for error with that.
No, man, you just got to be yourself.
You never know with her. She might be mad, like, "Oh, I didn't like the way you did that. I don't want to talk to you anymore." She's a boss. She don't need you. I want my woman to need me in some percent, you know.
Oh, really? But how do you think she doesn't need you? Is it because of the money, though?
No, it's because of I can do what I want to do. If I wanted to, I like you, but it's some things that are not working out. She can communicate that through you, and that could be a positive dismissal.
But the thing is, I feel like the moment the lady start making more money than a man kind of lost his self-esteem.
You gotta have mental control. Like I said, my opinion is my opinion. So what I say, I don't want to offend nobody, but at the end of the day, this is what I want. Somebody's gonna feel the same way. But there's nothing wrong with a woman making more money than you. But if you don't have the mental to handle that.
Mm-hmm.
Some men can't handle that.
So you think you don't have the mental to handle someone?
I
making
do, but
Mhm.
that's not what I want.
Mm.
I don't. I mean, if she makes that money, she makes that money. That's fine.
Mm.
But if I meet her making that money, I don't want her to think I'm here for all the wrong reasons.
Mm.
I want to level.
And you know, sometimes when a guy comes and see a lady making more money than him,
They run away.
no, some stay, but they get
The
comfortable.
ones that stay are the ones that solid making the same amount of money.
And no, they don't make the same money. Let's just assume the guy makes like 50 grand a year, and he's dating a guy who makes
A girl that makes 5
dating
million.
a lady who makes 5
Show
million.
me that. Show me that. Show me that.
You see, the guy, when the guy goes to the relationship, he's gonna get comfortable. You know?
Yes,
like,
I'm gonna be comfortable too. What you mean?
He's gonna think that,
I'm gonna be like, look, something ain't happening at work, but I know you got it.
yeah,
I'm already gonna think that.
Then go to take the lady out for lunch or dinner, whatever. And you're like,
you gotta stay on point. I'm gonna just tell you like that. You better take her out.
Gotta pay.
You better random flowers her.
See,
the moment you don't, you get in the boot.
The thing is, like, even if you're dating a lady who's making more money than you, as a man, you gotta put in effort.
Yeah.
Like if you take her out,
but as a man, you're already putting in the work.
Yeah, let her see that. Oh, you a man still.
Yeah.
No matter, like, you're not scared.
You gotta show her like you still can handle stuff. It doesn't matter how much
she makes.
And I do understand.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What you're trying to say in that, but it's not true. I'm sorry. It's not. None of that is going on unless you're a celebrity. If it is, I ain't see it.
Yeah, it goes on, man. A lot of things goes on in this world, bro. Honestly,
I'm off the grid. Then I didn't see it.
Really? So you really do not believe that a guy who making 50 grand can date a lady making 5 million?
I have to see it. I don't know. I'm not saying I don't believe it, but in my brain, I don't think it could happen. If they are dating, they're not dating to marry.
Why do you think so, man? Things happen, bro. Honestly.
Things happen, but that is a big step right there. That portion of what she's making versus him,
yeah,
her friends are not gonna allow that. I'm gonna tell you that straight. Like that. But there's females out here that will crush that relationship.
But if you look, majority of the relationship, like, friends don't really like it.
I'm telling you, the female friends that are close to her are going to kill that relationship.
Yeah, you're gonna try, but
it's gonna work. She known them longer than him. She gonna be like, boy, girl, what you doing with this man?
But the thing is, if you really commit and really love the person, you can still stick around.
You got to have a heart for that. I ain't gonna lie.
But the thing is, the guy too got to really show that
the feelings have to be mutual. Yeah. The mental progression has to be mutual, and the power has to be mutual.
Because the moment a guy just discovered that the lady's making 5 million a year, he just telling you like self-esteem.
If I find out she's making 5 million a year, I'm already thinking about how long I'm about to last around.
Yeah, because you don't really know what you're gonna provide for. But there's some little things that you can do.
If I'm bringing 50K, it's not really much I can provide.
No, but at least you take her for dinner. I mean, you tell her like, "Hey, babe,
that might not be enough for her.
I can't believe
she might want get steak, asparagus, every night."
No,
you never know.
She's gonna understand that. Oh, my guy don't make that much, because for her to even accept,
if she comes in the front door already understanding, then yes. But if she don't come through the front door at first understanding, your time is limited. Your window is small. So
then that is not a relationship then, because you're gonna be thinking that
it's friends with benefits.
Yeah, because you know anytime things can just go rough.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, relationship is about partnership. How much can y'all work together? It's not about the money. It's not about, oh, this person makes this much. How much stuff can y'all do together? That's what keep y'all together. Yeah, that's why I tell people the internet's killing the dating stuff, because there's never nothing about men and women working together. There's always men and women separating each other. If we can say men and women are working together to do this and do that and date and do this and provide kids and do that, do you know how this world would change? It's
going to change for the better.
Yeah, but everybody has to do it.
But the thing is, most guys don't really know how to communicate, and that's a problem too.
They're not guys. They're little boys. They need to go to school. They need to be around people that can communicate. It's not hard. And I get it. Some people get tired of talking. Some people get tired of supporting. Some people get tired of networking. Take a break.
Yeah.
Come back and regroup.
So if you keep just saying, like, if someone don't know how to communicate,
we are at the age now. If you don't know how to communicate, you need to go to school.
You got to learn.
If you are not willing to get an education or learn from your friends, you just need to stay in the house. I'm just going to keep it real. There's no way you can't say hi or bye. Like, I've walked past people that just look at you. I'd be like, hello, how you doing? They just look. Some people don't know how to communicate. And I get that, but why are you outside then? You need to figure your life out. If you outside walking around thinking about to hang with all these people and you can't talk to other people that's around,
So what is
that's a problem.
what is a better way to just start learning how to communicate?
Have positive people around you. Have people around you that communicate, that talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, have people that you see like, oh, he know everybody. Like, not knowing everybody, but he like networks. Like, he's vibing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you want to learn like what he do, like, you know, like how he talks to people to network.
Were you always this outspoken?
Nah. I learned from somebody. Like, everybody else should do as well. Like, I was always like the quiet, observant person growing up.
Yeah.
Like me. Like, my car, like, it really made me kind of the person I am, because I knew, like, if I was going to be out here in this car world, I'm going to have to say something. I can't just be out here. Like, I used to mug people because I didn't know what their intentions was. And I couldn't be like that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, we live in a world where people can rob you and kill you in a matter of 5 seconds. So you got to keep your head on the swivel, especially in the car game. Like, it just, anybody could be anybody. But the people that you know the longest, they could even turn on you. So either way, you still got to stay protected. And that's just facts.
Wow. So you had to learn how to communicate.
You got to study your friends. You got to study the people around you. At any given day, they can switch up.
Wow. So if any guys watching, bro, please go learn how to communicate, because that's a really good skill.
And if you can't communicate, come holler at me, bro. I'll show you how to do the steps. It's easy, man. Hi, bye, good morning, good night. You know what I'm saying? That's the start.
Yeah, you got to start somewhere. You can't just
all you got to do is look at the opposite person that you're about to speak to, head to toe, and go. Just start talking.
Yeah, no matter how uncomfortable you feel.
You could be at the bar. That's another way. Go to the bar. Sit at the bar.
Yeah.
Get a drink. Like I said, they're going to help you out. Trust me. They are going to help you.
Yeah, and everyone is so cool, you know.
Yeah, they're at the bar. They had a long day at work. They're at the bar trying to communicate. They're trying to network.
And the moment they start 1, 2 bottles, 3 bottles, you start hearing some things.
What you do for a living? What's your name? I'm trying to tell you, that's gonna go far.
Yeah, man. You just like, man, you know, sometimes people don't want to step out of the comfort zone.
Yeah.
And the moment you start stepping out of your comfort zone, you realize that, oh, it's not really as difficult as I thought.
It can get a little sketchy depending on how you were raised, though. You gotta have a support system out here.
That's another point too, you know. Yeah, that's really, you know, if you grow up probably with your mom or you just your dad and they don't really.
Some people grew up isolated, so when they grow up and they start to be outside, they start to be wild and don't know it. So at the end of the day, they have to take a step back and learn themselves. That's why there's some people at our grown age that are still learning themselves. Because you gotta remember, some people ain't never really been outside until now.
Yeah,
and there's some single moms with kids, they ain't really have a chance to enjoy their life until they got older. So they gotta learn this all over again. There's nothing wrong with it, but just be careful.
Yeah, and that's why it's always good to do some self-reflection.
Yeah.
Because if you don't reflect, you're not really
you
going to
have
understand.
some type of reinsurance.
Yeah, you're not really going to understand what's going on. And when you reflect, you're going to realize that, oh, probably I did some things wrong. I might do this. I have to try to readjust this thing that I did. And that way you really learn yourself and you realize that, oh, you start growing little by little. Yeah. Nobody is an island of knowledge.
Everybody's in a rush. They don't want to take their time. I'm going to just keep it real. Like, they want it right now.
Yeah, and the thing is, there's too much distraction, bro. Man, everywhere.
It's a lot of distraction. That's why I said the internet is the biggest one.
Distractions.
If you can take a day or two from the internet, it's hard. I know. I do it too, but it will help you.
Yeah. Like,
but if you watching the internet and not being influenced by it, that's okay too. But some people are easily influenced.
But the thing is, even if you're watching the internet, there's some pretty good stuff on the internet too. You gotta find the right one. You gotta find the right one, because the majority don't have the mental stability. Yeah, majority is a negative, and the negative sell because people want to see things that bad. Just imagine. 2 days ago,
I be watching people crashing bikes. So I know.
Just imagine like Shannon Sharp on IG. The whole world, everybody.
That John viral. Cuz was putting in that work for 1 minute. That's what I'm saying.
16, like everybody's talking about it because people want to just want to see you go back, like do something bad, and they're like, oh,
it's crazy how the bad stuff get more views and likes than the normal stuff. But that all really depends. Like if you ain't goofy, if you ain't doing a crime, if you ain't doing something dumb, or you ain't a celebrity doing something stupid that we know that you're not capable of doing, you ain't gonna get that many views or likes.
Yeah, that's the thing. You have. And even if you want to get the views and like, you have to really put your grind in.
Yeah.
You got to be consistent. Like keep working.
That's true.
Until eventually, boom. You know, like some people may find it easy, some people find it harder. But you got to find like where do I really?
You got to go where you fit in.
Yeah, you got to find like your niche. And when you find that niche, you just go all in. It takes some people 6 months, it takes some people 1 year, it takes some people 2 years, 5 years. You don't even got to bother about the time. Just focus.
And if you ain't patient, don't give up. Keep trying.
Don't give up. Because eventually someone's going to be like, dang, this guy. And you never know who's going to be the one to help you out. So keep grinding, man. And those folks who have difficulties communicating in a relationship, man, it's really difficult to maintain or keep a good and healthy relationship without effective communication. So you got to go learn how to talk.
The only way to me, personally, to keep a good relationship, block your friends out. I'm sorry. You got to learn for yourself, and it could be a trial and error, but don't block them out disrespectfully. Just, let me figure things out on my own before I proceed, because there's a lot of people talking in the background of other people's relationships, and that's why they're not able to proceed. And I say that because I can go on and on, bro, but I'm not, because everybody's relationship is different. We all love each other in all different ways, but stop over talking your friends and relationships. Get some married friends. Get some married friends, even though I know it's a lot of divorce and stuff going on. Get some married friends. But you're gonna learn a lot.
But what is causing the divorce rate though? Because when
money, the internet, friends that's single that are with married people all the time. It's some friends that are single that don't have those type of intentions, but there's some friends that are single that have bad intentions.
Coming from Africa, right? We don't really see the divorce rate that
Man, they ain't doing that out there.
Divorce. And then when you come here, you see like everywhere divorce. Like, bro, what's going on? Is there a difference between our culture? And they start realizing that, bro, there are a lot of things going on in America, and you really have to.
It's really a law thing for real.
Yeah.
You can get a divorce and get some type of check. You're able to move on.
Child support, bro. Like, they make sure you have like 4 kids and you start paying every month, man. Your incomes are going out.
It's just sad because the judicial system is against men, because the judicial system, even though that man's got to step it up. And it sucks because some men are still paying and some men are doing what they got to do for their kids. And it's only a very few that are doing for their kids, but are still being affected by the judicial system. You know what I'm saying? But some men ain't. And they're not being accounted for. So that's why they see it as, it goes either way. But all I tell people is this, like, I don't have no kids, so I can't really give you no advice. But at the end of the day, my friends got kids, so I learn from them. Just do the best you can for that kid and stop trying to get back in that girl or man life. That's all I got to say.
The thing is, you always got to be present in your child's life, no matter what.
But they use the child as a weapon to get back with the spouse.
But you got to think about your kid. Like, if you guys don't really love each other or there's something.
You'd be surprised out here. It's a lot going on, man. But this is the DMV. The DMV is lit.
But the thing is, you always got to be this involved in your child's life.
Yes, regardless always. Of what happens. That is the positive way to be.
Yeah, the problem is, like, if you see nowadays, most guys are really not present in the children's life. And that's a problem.
It could be the mom's fault. It may not be, but at the end of the day, that's why I tell people, you got to have a positive mind. When that's your kid. He's going to grow up. He's going to remember these things.
Yeah, the kid is innocent.
Yeah. And when he grow up, he going to come find you and whoop your butt. He might be in the gym pushing 500 pounds and come find you.
Yeah, man. That's why it's always good to just be. Now you see those kids are going to start trying stuff. Yeah. Doing stuff that they were not supposed to do, because
kids learn quick.
Really quick, man.
And they pay attention to who's around.
And you don't even know what your kid already know, bro. They know some stuff you'd never imagine. You would be like, God damn.
My God kids know when I'm gone for a while, trust me. They will remind me.
Yeah, man. But children are blessing, honestly, bro. Amen. Children are blessing.
Kids are the future, man. Yeah. So please make sure you show them the right way.
Yeah, just take good care of them, love them, and discipline them too. Don't just like make them feel too comfortable and you just let them go astray. So yeah, man, let's go into the DMV, man. How life, this is an election year. Things are just going, gas price is off the roof. Inflation is slowly coming down. Rent, everything is going up, man. So how you surviving, bro?
I keep the politics stuff away. I ain't gonna lie.
Uh-huh.
I pretend that I am out here working and
Mhm.
paying bills and trying to survive, and I would check in every now and then on the election stuff. I don't
Mhm.
get too much involved in it because I know what it can do to me mentally. I just pray for a better way.
Mm.
And that's the honest question that I can give you right now on that.
But like I'm gonna hit you a little bit. Are you on the left or the right?
Man, do your thing, bro.
Are you on the left or right?
Left.
Left? Why left, man?
I'm not the right person.
Really? But honestly, I wouldn't even lie. Like a lot of immigrants, they're mostly on the left.
Yeah.
A lot of them. They're mostly
We on edge, man.
Yeah.
Anything can happen right now, but we definitely gonna get that money.
Yeah. They want to check. They want things to come. But the thing is, like, when the left, things always go up, though.
You gotta stay in the middle.
Yeah, you got to be in the center.
You gotta shoot the dice.
Yeah, and I hope things get better, honestly. Things are really getting...
It probably won't, but like I said, we all got to work together in order for that to change.
And everyone got to believe that the president is not going to determine how your life is going to be.
Yeah.
Because people just think that, when the president go to the White House, things are just going to change drastically. Right. I'm going to make more money but that's not how it is. That's not how it works. You are the CEO of your own life, and you got to take ownership and start making things right. Because if you don't do that, bro, it's going to be really hard for you to survive.
Ooh. Yeah, you're right.
The president is going to promise, and when you get there, you realize you start seeing, everything he said, he's not doing it. You're like, dang, this is a bad man. And then election comes, he wants re-election. He start promising another thing.
Everybody going with the money.
Yeah, man.
If the president can give money, that's the flow that everybody's doing. If whatever president is giving back.
But people gotta they really gotta really understand.
A lot of people don't know though.
Yeah.
You gotta remember, a lot of people are just going with the internet and what their parents taught them about the politics stuff. A lot of people ain't doing their own research as well.
Yeah. And that's why it's always good to like find out like who will speak to you best.
Yeah.
Because if you say, because this person is doing this, we're just gonna follow this guy. Nah, that's
the way of the world right now.
Yeah, you just gotta follow.
No one is leading.
Yeah, who works best for you? Because someone might sell you a program like, this is what I'm gonna do. This one, you're like, I really relate with this guy or I relate with this lady. Probably I should go with this person, and you never know. But never let anyone pressure you to do something. Yeah. Because that's a problem.
Pressure comes with not leading. You can be easily pressured if you're not doing your own thing.
Yeah.
And I see that a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not saying you can't get out of it, but you could definitely control it.
Yeah, but God bless America. Hope
Amen
things.
To that. Yeah.
Yeah. Hope things.
USA has been good to me.
Yeah. And good to me too, man. I love this country, and I hope this country continue to be the greatest country of all time because everybody's dying to come here.
Yeah.
And if you're here, you have to try as much as possible to grab those opportunities because there are a lot of opportunities in this country. Yeah. And the sad news is people don't see it, but the people will come outside see all those opportunities. So you got to grab it.
Get out the comfort zone.
And please stop complaining. Stop complaining.
That's going to be hard to do, sorry.
Yeah, you got to stop complaining, man.
Some people have to complain to get right.
Yeah, you got to stop feeling entitled.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of things you can start doing now that's going to
accountability is one of them.
Yeah, man. You're like, this guy, he promised this. He's not doing this for the community. That's your opportunity. Yeah. That's a big problem in the community. Find a solution. You never know. You become a billionaire overnight from that problem. And that's life, bro. So anyway, you said you're into cars. Let's get into the cars, man.
Oh, man.
Let's get into cars. What made you get into cars, man? And what do you love most about cars?
Growing up without a car and walking everywhere and seeing other people in cars that just don't go nowhere, that like really made me like watch. Like I grew up in a time where like older cars were like the thing. You had an old car back in the day. It's still a thing now, but back in the day, it was hard to get one. So growing up, like I used to walk around and be like, I'm gonna get that car when I get older. And sure enough, I got that car when I got older.
Wow.
It took some time, but I did it.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like I went to work, I got the lowest paying job and turned it to the biggest paying job. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted what I wanted. I'm really deep in this car game. Like when I tell people this, like they know, whoever know me know I don't play with cars. Like that's probably one of the things that I could probably do on a 80 to 98% level. And I say that because I got a lot more things coming and it ain't 100 yet, but don't worry. Like,
yeah, before we started recording the podcast episode today, we were talking about a show you went to.
oh yeah. I went to the Rick Ross car show, and I'm telling you, if your car ain't make it there, please don't try to come at me and tell me what to do about mine. Because it's a lot more shows that might be bigger than that, but my car got down there, and I'm trying to put Maryland on the map in a different way. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people might not be happy with my movement, but at the end of the day, this is where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I don't need a team with me. I don't need a rack of people with me because I know how to communicate and be by myself. You know what I'm saying? The people that are around, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? But I'm here to show my car off, and I'm going to do it.
So how does the show works, by the way?
I mean, you pretty much pay a ticket. If your car pressure and you get in, you might get a trophy. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day.
How much you pay to get in?
Rick Ross car show ain't cheap. These other car shows might be normal. You know what I'm saying? But it's $700 for the car show. VIP, I think, was like probably 12.
So you pay all that?
Yeah.
Just to show your car?
The regular people without a car pay $200 for a ticket, but you gotta remember these are celebrities doing this. So a regular car show might not be that much. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I knew if I got my car on that promised land, I was getting somewhere. And I ain't done. So I have a lot more things to do. Like I tell people, like, if you have an old school, you know, you can relate to this. It's never done. Your job is never done.
So what is the next your next this in plan right now with the car when it comes to the car? Is there any show that you want to
it's a DMV show coming up on the 21st in Lothian, Maryland. And there's also it's a couple shows. It's another one on Sunday at a racetrack in Virginia. And Florida Classics is in November. That's one of the biggest shows to me that I would like to attend, and I will attend.
And all these shows you pay for it?
Nah, so some shows you really just taking your car. You might pay to get your car on that side of town in another state. But there are car shows there. You can either attend or you can ride around. You can go to car meets and parking lots or really like just pay parking lot. So like they'll be like, this is how much to get in this parking lot. Like some shows you could just go in the parking lot and post up and vibe out with other people all over the world. Some you gotta like some car shows you gotta pay. You know, you could pay 75 to 50. It depends on, you know, spectators probably like 20. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Wow.
It all depends on how much pressure your car bring. At the end of the day, I don't advise people that know like your car ain't there yet to be trying to pressure yourself to get in there. I want you to take your time because I'm still taking my time. Don't let nobody rush you. If you ain't got the pockets for it, you better take a step back. And you know, I tell people that because people are peer pressured easily. If them pockets ain't ready to be peer pressured, stay in your lane because I promise you, there's gonna be people out here that's gonna hurt your feelings. And you gotta have the mental stability to overcome that. Take a step back.
Yeah,
you know,
for real.
Step your money up. If you want to do something with a car, if you're a real car enthusiast, you know it's not cheap. You can't build no car overnight unless you a superstar or you got some type of team behind you. This stuff take time. This is the DMV, man. We got a lot going on out here. We can't just be dumping money in the cars like that. Take your time.
Yeah, take your time for real, man.
You know what I'm saying? And all y'all that got girls paying for y'all car parts and y'all ain't paying for it by yourselves, I don't want to talk to y'all. This is not for y'all. I'm talking about the people that's actually, the men that's actually taking their money and putting it in their cars. Not nobody there's nothing wrong with getting help if that's your wife or your girlfriend. But at the end of the day, if you ain't chip in on your car and she did it and you ain't do nothing, I ain't trying to talk to y'all. This is a different level of game. Okay?
Okay, man. This is a good episode. I got 2 questions for you. I will end the episode. If there was one advice you could give to your younger self, what would it be?
I should have learned about credit at a young age.
Oh, really?
I learned really late and I didn't really get to do as much as I wanted to do, but I'm learning. You know what I'm saying? Had I known what I known about credit now back then, I'd have been way past where I'm at now.
Wow. Yeah, that's a good one. You mess up your credit.
Yeah, they weren't teaching that in school. There wasn't really a lot of it wasn't finances class in schools until like 20s
Mm-hmm.
type stuff. Back in the day, it wasn't a lot. It was like business classes and art classes, but it wasn't like financial classes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of the
Yeah,
things.
that's why it's good to take some financial classes. You gotta
Yeah.
like really understand what's going on.
Most definitely.
In the world of finance. Because if you don't, bro, it's really hard to really survive these days. So I really like that. That's a good one. And the last question is this. If there was one thing that you could take away, wipe out, just delete from all your experiences in life, what would it be? One experience that you could clear out.
Being nice to everybody and learning that everybody ain't your friend.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You can't be nice to everybody. You got to have some type of defense mechanism to see who really your friends are. And I say that because we wear our heart on our sleeves as genuine people, but you also got to protect it as well. Nice people are out here finishing last. You got to be mean in order to survive in this decade, which kind of sucks because genuine people are really nice people, but you can't keep being nice because everybody going to run over you and you can't let nobody do that.
Wow, man, that's a really good one. Sometimes you're nice, you think everybody is good.
You think everybody your friend.
Then all of a
they really
sudden,
show you like, yeah, we don't like you.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
Is that you? You're like, oh man, you don't really know me, do you?
Yeah, man.
So that's another good one. Man, is there anything you want to say before end the show today?
Everybody out there in the car world, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. Look, y'all know this is what I do. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody working on that con stuff. But next year, you're gonna have to come harder, bro. Because these old schools is taking over the DMV. If you don't got an old school, stay out of my way.
Oh man, thank you very much for coming to the show today, by the way. Mr. Johnny, Little Rick Ross right there. Okay, guys, there you have it. Today's episode unfortunately came to an end, and I really appreciate you guys for everything you've done so far.
Thank you, man. Thank you for letting me on here.
Yeah, man, I really appreciate you for coming.
No doubt.
If you're new to our channel, please do us a favor. Like the video and subscribe to our channel, please. And just hit the notification bell to be the first person to be notified when we drop any future episode. So, see you in the next episode. Benrolins Blueprint comes to an end. See you in the next episode. Bye-bye.